everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
Back.
We are back.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up.
Come on. The line. The line. New man looks in so fine. Kirk Cousins.
All right. I am Janae Strother.
I am Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, Sean Spencer, one half of that dynamic duo that is Let's Talk Football. And ladies and gentlemen, I know it's Thursday. I know you got through hump day, but listen to me. We're a little thirsty today. Brought to you by Half PBR. Let's get it done. Let's go.
What?
And yo, hey, I'm excited. I am sorry. We missed you yesterday, but hey, we are here with you today, and I am here with a couple of guys I ain't been on camera with in a while. Well, let's get through the people you do know. The man, the myth, the legend, the man that does not have a shirt, my guy, Mr. Shirtless Wonder, Ablo. Yes, sir. Yo, and you see the man next to him. The guy that was with us from the beginning, Mr. Moral Support himself, Anton Benton. Yes, sir. Let's go. Hey, and my guy, as a matter of fact, I want you to see his name. I noticed our guy Will isn't with us tonight, but Mr. Will, Nate Kramer is in the building. Let's get it. Shout out to Will Kramer, getting things done with the family, man. So he's going to take the night off, but we definitely have people that are going to put it in and take care of business for him. Let's go. Another week in the books, ladies and gentlemen. It feels good to be on the winning side of things. I'm going to tell you that right now. Yes. Real quick, before we do that, we got to get a couple things out of the way. Number one, we are in the middle of Hispanic Heritage Month. Goes from September 15th to October 15th, man. We definitely wanted to show love to our brown brothers and sisters, man. Yo, definitely love you. Delilah Crespo, Nick Rosario, both those guys are the Latino community. And, man, hey, shout out to you guys. Crazy the days, how it's, middle of one month to the middle of another month, you know what I mean? And that whole setup, but hey, at least they don't have 28 days, but we'll all right. So, but shout out to them, no doubt. And then I also gotta send love to my little brother, Darius Spencer, just turned 26, man. Diehard Panthers fan, diehard Cam Newton fan. Yeah, young buck, man, young buck. Yo, definitely gotta shout him out. Anytime you see in the top right corner, or I think left corner, it's right next to Nate's head over here. There's a little tiny logo. And even in the background, you see the Washington Football Weekly logo. My brother did that. My brother went to ODU, School of Taylor Heinicke, and got into computer graphics and animation and things like that. So I asked him, hey, man, we're having a new season. Can you hook me up with some logos? Set it straight, man. The logo, the Washington Football Weekly is my favorite, honestly. But he's got Let's Talk Football, the Round Table, Washington Football Weekly. So, hey, shout out to you, Jared. Went over there, had some mom's good home cooking. You know what I mean? So that was always a blessing. Always a blessing. But look, you know why we're here, ladies and gentlemen. We're here to talk football. We're here to talk football. Week 2 is in the books. A week ago today, our Washington football team got on the winning side of things, got the W, and a segment I like to call Week 2 in the books, Redemption. We beat the Giants. But as you can see on the Ab's face, I wasn't able to watch that game in its entirety. See, ladies and gentlemen, my good buddy Ab, he shares a valuable piece of information with me last week about calendars. Ab, would you share that with the guests, man? What does every man need to do about his calendar?
He needs to share his calendar with his woman. Yep. That is it. Literally, so she can update that mug and you be like, oh, that's right, baby. That's right. And then once he shares that calendar, he needs to put the football schedule in that calendar to make sure he knows not to schedule shit on that day.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen,
We call him in the okie doke. He been bamboozled.
Ladies and gentlemen, a week ago, my fiance all offseason, all summer has been telling me, on September 16th, we have a concert we're going to, and it's at Camden Yards, September 16th. And I just kept thinking, and I didn't think anything of it. I just played it off. It wasn't anything. And she kept saying, "Oh, it's at Camden Yards. You're gonna love it. You're gonna be excited." I didn't even think about it could possibly be the Washington game till I'm sitting here talking to Ab and these guys, Nick and Delilah, and they're like, "You know that game? You know the day that you're going to the game? You know it's the Washington game that day. You know that, right?" And I was like, "What?" And I put the calendars together and I said, "Oh, you got to be kidding me!" And then she's just sitting here chuckling. I told you what day it was. So, ladies and gentlemen, I was not able to be there, but I was able to be at my man over here, Nathan Snell's favorite place, Orioles, Camden Yards, man. Shout out to him. Hey, we got the W for you, Nathan. You know, yeah.
Thank you.
We definitely. Yeah, we held the Orioles off from getting their 100th win against the Yankees that day, and I got to tell you, it was funny because they would be in there and they're talking to me, and I'm just sitting here with my hands in my ear, and it was raining, but I had like the poncho over my head, and then she was like, "It's not raining anymore." I was like, "No, I need it. I need to keep it on." So I keep the headphone in the ear. We got down on the field. And I'm sitting here, and they're singing, and everybody, and I'm just like, yeah, and I'm listening, and I saw that the missed touchdown, and I'm like, okay, and then we get down to that last kick, and we miss it, and I'm like, oh, so right at that time, the song ends, and they kind of went to an intermission, and everybody's just all quiet, and then they get the penalty, and they re-kick it, and they make it, and so everybody's dead silent. I'm like, "Let's go, Washington! Let's go, baby! Let's go!"
Only dude standing up and cheering during intermission.
All these people at me like, "Who is this guy?" I'm like, "Washington!"
You're a national fan at Academy Yards. Oh man.
But hey, I was definitely a diehard fan, so you know I'm gonna keep that in the earbuds. Shout out to my guys. But look, let's go into it. Let's go right into it. Washington versus the Giants recap. We definitely got the W, 30-29, but by the skin of our teeth. Ab, talk to me, man. What do you think, man?
I think so first thing we got to say is we won, okay? But I don't think anybody was impressed. We need to talk about this defense. Yes. I'm going to talk about the defensive coordinator once again. If this Bama does not mix shit up, man, I'm trying to tell you. I'm going to tell you, man, I'm looking for his ass on the street. Like, he needs to mix this defense up. Like why are we scared to rush these passers, bro? Why? Like, why are we scared for these blitzes?
Yeah.
Dallas got a garbage ass defense, but they looked a lot better against Justin Herbert than we did.
Yeah.
Why? And it's because they mixed it up. They kept this dude on his heels. They didn't give him time to pick and piece us apart. And that, if you give it, who's the worst quarterback in the league?
Peterman. That's starting.
Oh, good. Yeah, starter. We can do Nate Peterman. Hell, that is a good point. Nate Peterman's ass. You give that Bama 4 seconds to throw the ball. He's gonna do some things too.
Right.
Why is there and he sees that the front four is not getting all the pressure that we expected on the quarterbacks, but we're not changing it up. We're halftime, we're not mixing it up. And then this Bama, why does he look like an all-star against us?
Yeah.
Why?
He looks like the game MVP running
every year.
This is an all-pro against us, man. 100 yards.
He almost had more than Saquon Barkley.
He did. He was the leading rusher.
He was
100 yards against us.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Frustrated. I feel you, bro.
Oh man.
We need to have that as a
Sean Watson now. He's Lamar Jackson now. Like, honestly, give him tickets to the cookout because he deserved it, bro. He blackest man on the field.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I like it.
Yo, it's crazy. Anton, I got to come to you. He's right. Hey, he had 249 yards in the air and a touchdown, but he had 9 carries for 95 yards and a rushing touchdown. He was the leading rusher for the Giants 2 weeks in a row. Yo, why is he so good against us?
Because Del Rio did not blitz at all during that game. I don't know if he was being more patient on thinking that they were going to do hurry offense the whole game or something. Like, they're good with that in the second half, but they didn't do it. So just Del Rio was just waiting for it. He didn't try and bring up Curl. He didn't bring up St. Juice. Nothing. Like, we were waiting for those blitzes to happen. 3rd down, 17. There goes Jones running for a first down. You know, you're like, why isn't our defense putting any pressure and stopping them right then?
Right.
We could have never had them in the red zone.
Right.
If it wasn't for Destiny that they, had the penalty for Jones running back. Had that missed ball.
Yeah.
I mean, that was kind of a Destiny and fate thing with us for them missing it, but there's been plenty of times where we would have to stop them on 3rd down.
Yeah. Right. Man, you can't sustain that way. And Destiny, that's where I would disagree. I would say it's a discipline thing because we talked, Nate, I'm coming to you. We talked about the incomplete drop that he mentioned. Yeah. Matter of fact, no, I'll say that for it. The drop that we mentioned, the safety shot up to get, a guy that was crossing. And, but like we know, if you were playing football and you were playing in the secondary, nobody gets behind you. That's one rule that you have. Nobody gets behind you. So I cannot explain that. But look, we've talked about it, Nate. That D, man, we got to figure something out with that defense.
I agree. One thing I saw small differences from when we played the San Diego Chargers into Thursday night against the Giants, but we still lack continuity. I know Brandon St. Just and William Fuller, William Jackson, Kendall Fuller had their hands full. I think they gave up like 155 yards in the touchdown. The line did its job. I mean, they pressured combined for 10 times they pressured and got 2 sacks. But the Rio's got to sit down with these guys and they got to get it together because we're going up against Buffalo and Josh Allen. If that offense, Stephon Diggs, Cole Beasley, they're going to take Moss and them. They're going to take us to town if they don't really get it, make the small adjustments that need to be made. Because I think it's all communications. They're all simple fixes.
Right. But to all of your points, we look like this might be the easier part of our schedule. And mind you, we have the Falcons coming up after Buffalo. We have the Saints, but we have Green Bay coming up. We have Tampa Bay coming up. We got KC coming up. You know what I mean? So the defenses are just going to get stiffer. All right. We have got to show up and play. I do, though. I have to turn it around. Ab, I'm coming to you. I have to turn it around. I got to talk about our offense. Tyler, he looked good. I mean, now, again, the matchup was against the Giants, but Tyler looked good. Terry McLaurin, we got him involved. 11 catches, 107 yards and a touchdown. McKissick got in the action. You know what I mean? The boy that you don't like, Humphreys, got 7 receptions. You know what I mean? So was this because it's the Giants, or are we opening up the offense with Taylor Heinicke?
It was because it's the Giants. Stop blowing these boys up, boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anybody that has, like, so what? Terry, it's 11 receptions? We're not talking about probably the 7 that whiz by him. That like you get what I'm saying? Like that's what like 15, 18 targets for one wide receiver, bro. Come on, man. Like I hate to say it, man. And I'm gonna blow people's head off when they think Terry is number 1 wide receiver. My man's a possession receiver. So possession receiver, dog. My man's a possession receiver, dog. Like, bro, come on, man. He's one of the top catchers every year.
I agree with that.
Only getting 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
Think about that. This man's getting over 100 something targets, 85, 90 receptions.
Yeah.
But only getting a tad bit over 1,000 yards. I don't even think I think he maybe got an 1,100 yard one year. Yeah. Bro, it's
not much.
Yeah, it's not, bro. Like, he catches the ball way too much, but it's not for these home run yards. You know what I mean? Like,
catches after the play.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And there's nothing against a possession receiver. There's nothing against a possession receiver. My man Pierre Garçon was a possession receiver. You know what I mean? Hey,
he got the job done.
Bad man.
The job done.
Right.
That was a
bad man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And to me, it's the offense does not look good to me. Even against the Giants, we didn't look good, bro. Like, it was, and then don't let me talk about the kicking, man. So like,
yes.
So you know what I mean? The offense just doesn't look good to me. It really doesn't. We're not, and then at the same time, the only person that maybe you guys, Sean, you didn't see the game. Did you catch a glimpse of it at all?
Yeah, I caught it. I was watching it on my phone, and then I ended up watching it the next day when I got home. But yeah, keep going.
So the only move in part in the offense was Antonio Gibson. And this and to be honest, the boy had maybe 15 touches. Like, the boy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the dude was like, I'm trying steady 8 yards, steady. Like, he was like, wow. But at the same time, he had like no emotion in his face. He really didn't look like he wanted to be there. Like, like, you could tell this dude was just not intertwined the game. It's like it didn't even affect him. Like there was no emotion. Like, to me. So when Kenny Golladay was digging into Daniel Jones's ass, I was just like, that's the type of guy we need. Somebody that's angry, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that wants to get up and everything like that. But Antonio Gibson, first down, just walks back. Like you know what I'm saying? Like there was, like, the game didn't even involve him or something. Like, he didn't even get the ball or something, and he just carried it. So I don't think we don't have the passion on our offense. Maybe we need another moral support guy there. Maybe Terry McLaurin is just not the moral support we need on the offense.
Yo, hey, hold up. I'm gonna go to Nate first because I know, Nate, you gotta go soon. And hey, to that point, you know, Gibson had 13 carries for 69 yards. If you give Gibson the amount of carries, maybe maybe halfway to where the Derrick Henry gets, you know, he gets 35 carries. You give him something like 20, 25 carries. He can get over 100 yards. He can receive. But I think to your point, Ab, I think he's starting to be like, you barely use me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not utilizing my abilities. You know what I mean? You know what he did in college. So Nate, speak on it, man.
I alluded to this on my podcast. I think Ron Rivera at times can be very conservative. I think he holds guys from showing their true potential. Like, we didn't run the ball in the second half of that game. We relied on Tyler Heinicke's arm to win us the game. If you don't mind, Sean, I definitely want to bring up a couple of statistics. So, our receiving core, McLaurin was targeted 14 times and caught 11 passes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Adoree Jackson and James Bradbury allowed 83 yards and 2 touchdowns. They were targeted 15 times. outside their targets, they gave up. Their pass ratio allowed was 70.8. That was 64% of passes allowed. So like you see like the offense slowly materializing, but I think at sometimes it can be stale.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of it has to. I think offensively, I just think that it has to change. Like everyone was talking about how, with the Heinicke's 99.5 pass rating wasn't that great, but I like the fact that they were able to create plays offensively, especially down that stretch. Like the only blunder he had in that second half of the fourth was he threw that pick, but he came right down the field and did the same thing. So I mean, the offense definitely has shown has its true potential, but I definitely think Ron Rivera has to learn not to be so damn conservative at times, especially in moments like that.
Yeah.
There's just no excuse why you don't run the ball at all in the second half.
Right. And that's the thing. And Anton, you got Gibson. McKissick had a pretty solid game with 5 receptions and 85 yards, but he only had 10 yards on the ground. He didn't run the ball that much. Gibson is your guy. He's your workhorse. You got to feed the man.
Yeah. I totally am glad that, he got confidence in that game. Yeah, it sucked that, you didn't see him like actually show the emotion like Ab said, seeing him actually get that ball, you would think he'd be like, yeah, feed me, like give me that ball, I want more of it. Like, but he didn't. He looked like he was just running through the motion. Mm-hmm. I'm actually a little bit enthusiastic about our offense because we could actually put the points on the board.
Yeah.
We put over 20 points on the board. I'm actually ecstatic. Yeah. Regardless if we don't have the win. Man, we should have lost that game, period. Just absolutely, period. Win is a win, but I couldn't call it a real win in my own eyes.
Right.
I think, right now, Heinicke is still getting his old confidence behind the ball. Mm-hmm. He knew in the fourth quarter he had to just get those 7 points.
Yeah.
That's all he was looking for.
Right.
He threw that interception. He was like, damn it. My fault, guys. I got this. I got y'all. Then he got 2 minutes left. He marched down that field. He was like, yo, we got this.
Yeah.
Like he actually took that confidence and just fed it.
Yeah.
And I think you can see it start to resonate. If he, plays this into the next game, it could just, boil over into something growing. AKA me being Mr. Moral Support. I'm going to be that confidence behind him a little bit. Like if he keeps on getting them wins, he's not going to do like Haskins and let it get to his head. Like, oh, let me go party because I got one win under my belt. I'm actually going to try and, help my team get better. Focus on, all right, what can I do to get to the next win? How am I going to not get that interception? I would think that would turn into his focus.
Right.
And I think it would help him.
Yeah, honestly, I'm going to say, and shout out to Haskins, man. We all know Big Ben has that little pec injury, and I don't know. I think Haskins is better than Mason Rudolph. So if he can get in that game, man, watch out. Watch out. I'm telling you. Hey, but honestly, to your point, yeah, part of the Gibson not being hyped and everything, I think it's because they he knows the play script. He knows he's not getting the rock, and I think that's a problem. Heinicke, speaking about that interception, I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. We had gotten the ball back after taking the lead. This is when you have Gibson run the ball. Yes. Why are you throwing the pass? Why are you throwing these little comeback routes or any of that stuff? And that was what Bradbury's interception, and that's his only major. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
Dude, Bradbury was non-existent until that.
That moment. Mm-hmm.
That moment, he was non-existent.
But that definitely messed with me. That definitely
did.
Think
about it, this was the Giants game to win.
Yes,
and that's 11 points that they left on the field.
Well, yeah, let's be clear. Let's be very clear. I mean, like you said, Anton, a win is a win, but at the same time, we didn't deserve that. With things we'll talk about,
win we could have got.
With some of the things we're going to talk about coming up, there was a lot of different things that played in to us getting the W. Maybe it was that God felt that, Sean, you sat here, you took the L, you're going to a baseball game when you should be watching the Giants lose to Washington. But he said, you know what? I appreciate you, man. I appreciate it. So, look, hey, I'm going to move on real quick to the longest running segment on Washington Football Weekly. Like it, love it, or
Hated it.
yeah, buddy. Let's get it, yo. And so on this segment, we talk about the things we like, love, and or hate. And at the moment, I have to start somewhere because we've been talking about the fact that we didn't, we could contest that we didn't necessarily might not have won the game, and we might have been given the game. And one of the reasons I say that is because in the fourth quarter, it was either third or late third or early fourth, they ran a route. They had a play. Darius Slayton ran right down the field. The safety moved up to cover whatever the crossing route or the post that was going, and Slayton was wide open. Nathan, I'm coming to you, and I'm going to show the video just in case you guys did not see the game. Darius Slayton had an opportunity to put the nail in the coffin, but
first down, Jones airs it out as Slayton dropped.
no, I'm going to start real quick before I send it to you, Nate. I will say I love that last image of the Giants fans with their hands behind. Just that made me feel so good. All right, but I love more Darius, Mr. Butterfingers Slayton. I appreciate you, buddy, because he makes that catch. That's the ball game. So Nate, like it, love it, or hate it, man. Darius Slayton's drop.
I hate it because you get paid. You are a professional. John Madden used to say it in the Madden games. You get paid to make those catches. There's no excuse. You know what's funny, and I think this is what's going to hurt the Giants going as the season progresses. The more, like, I understand it's only been 2 weeks, but when I look at that offense Thursday, it was like looking at the Cowboys again. The exact same offense. Like, Jason, like, there's no excuse how you don't make that catch. That reminded me of when we played the Ravens played the New England Patriots in the AFC Championship game in 2011, and Flacco threw the ball to Lee Evans, and Lee Evans dropped it. That's what it looked like to me. So if he was in my locker room, I'd have some choice words. I might have knocked him out personally.
Yeah, it was interesting. It definitely was, but I appreciate him. If he was in our locker room, I'd be like, thank you, sir. If I was on the other team, I mean, like, Anton, what you got, man?
Man, I'm going to love that drop because you know what? He didn't get it. His little butterfinger little hands dropped that pass because he was scared of, not hearing them footsteps. He just got camera shy. That's all he did. He got camera shy. He just let that ball just right out his hands. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving it. I'm loving the fact that he didn't take that camera in that end zone.
Yo, Anton Benton's talking about like he McDonald's. I'm loving it. What you think, man?
I mean, of course I love it, you know what I'm saying? But like I don't, to me, I think that was on Daniel Jones, to tell you the truth. I don't think y'all are like it touched it was on his fingers, y'all. And I mean, granted, yeah, but it was on just the outskirts of his fingers, you know what I'm saying? So I can't give too much. Like Daniel Jones put it there. I mean, it was just this much off. So that's on Daniel Jones to me, bro. Daniel Jones was having a great game. Like, I mean, it could go either way. I don't care to argue it. You guys can have this argument. Don't get it. I'm just telling you that it's like, to me, somebody that actually played the game of football.
Oh, pulled the card. So I'm pulling this card.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm pulling it.
It was just that much off. Like it's the quarterback's job to actually get it to the wide receiver. He shouldn't have let him off too much, especially he had 15 yards of cushion on the man. Like there's no reason why he couldn't have taken a little bit off of that. Yeah. He had nobody on his tail. You know what I'm saying? So
on coverage.
Like he should have. Yeah, there's no reason.
He got excited for his own receiver.
Mm-hmm. He got excited for that. But Ab, I'm coming right back to you. Speaking of which, the other side of that drop is that, and I'm going to share the screen real quick. Shout out to Nathan Snell sending me this. One of the reasons why, hey, Washington's D through 2 weeks. Ab, you see? Oh, isn't? I don't know if it's even allowed to play. The safety, as you can see, comes down, and Ab, what's the number one thing we were always taught in high school? Even if you didn't play secondary, you knew this.
You don't let anyone get behind you.
Yep.
Easy.
Never let the home
right
run.
there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's. I mean, the cornerback. I don't know what the cornerback was doing at all. Like, look, if you look at it, the cornerback is right there. They're playing soft as shit.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying. And then
I was thinking inside, outside coverage, but
I don't know if that's a cover 2. I don't cover 4. I don't know what that is.
I mean, he was
outside
like
man. He's on a hitch or something. I don't understand.
The cornerback, like the corner. What's the cornerback doing? Like we're blaming the safety, but the cornerback stopped.
Yeah, he stopped like it was a hit. It seems like he thought it was cover 2 or something. Like he seemed like he thought that the safety help was going to be there.
Drop back, yeah.
But
right.
You still got to pay attention to if that's happening, though.
Of course, absolutely.
Well, once he saw the safety come up, he should have been able to all right, I'm going backwards. Now stop right there.
You know what we don't see is what the quarterback did. Like, did he look him off? Did he pump? You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's hard to see from right here. Like, we can't do clip by clip. But I'm just saying that it's just an ugly ass play anyway. And
I'm glad he can't drop the ball.
Those are things that the Rio's going to have to sit down with these guys and go over and film, because you can't make those. You can't. Those are the kind of things. Again, continuity.
Oh, what happened? He must have cut off. I don't know. So, Ab, Washington's D through 2 weeks. Like it, love it, or hate it.
What do we rank? Do we know that?
Oh no, I don't know.
I mean, it's not very high with how many points we're allowing.
It's garbage, man. I mean, it's
points allowed. We are probably at least got to be down at 22nd, 21st.
I honestly, I wouldn't even argue that, bro. We give up too many yards to be considered the best, and this is why I don't even like gassing these boys up, man. It's because the one little bit of gas, these Bamas just start not fulfilling it at all. So I don't know. I hate it, Sean.
I mean,
yeah. Bless you.
Bless you.
Yeah, I hate this, bro.
Yeah, same here. Hey, I'm right there with you. I hate it. You know how I was the one who talked about we had that bend but don't break defense, but I can't do that. You're getting guys hurt. You're getting guys, not showing up to play and things like that. And I think there's a certain part of it that is with coaching, but at the end of the day, there's also a certain part where it's responsibility, guys on the field. Certain things are instincts. You know what I mean? And hey, that front line, Jonathan Allen, 3 sacks total this year, 2 in the last game. Montez Sweat, you know what I mean? He was talking about him and Chase Young to get that dual sack thing. Well, he's putting up his side. He's got, a sack in each game. Chase got to do his thing.
Chase gotta get up.
We're still getting gashed. Anytime you let Daniel flipping Jones have 9 carries for 95 yards and a touchdown, he's a leading rusher for these guys. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. And I fear that we are doing what we have done year after year, which is play to our opponent, which is good sometimes if we're playing a high-powered team and we, get amped up for it. But when we play a team like the Giants, who we should smoke, we sit here and take it to the very end. So I do not like it. I hate it. We got to get this thing together. For all that hype that we were coming into the season, we got to get it together. Anton, what do you think? Through 2 weeks?
Man, through 2 weeks, we have absolutely sucked.
Mm.
You know, I'll say this, like, in the option that Jones has been a good quarterback, we should never have let a quarterback get 97 yards.
95, no.
Okay, we should have tired him out in the first half with the blitzes, all that up coverage on him. Just run him back and forth through the pocket and just bully him. Do not let him get out of there.
We should have hit him.
You do. You let him get those 12 yards, 14 yards up the field. You know, we should have tired him out by trying to bulldoze his line, get him scattered, get him out of his wits, you know. To have that many points on the board allowed is just sad. Yeah. It's absolutely sad that we're not getting penetration to even getting that pressure to letting them quarterbacks sit there for 5 seconds and actually get a good throw down the field.
Yeah.
That's just nuts. And like we've been talking, Del Rio needs to up his game. He needs to get one of them linebackers getting that line unsteady or doing something of that, or getting those more blitzes in, because that's the only way we're going to try and at least stop the points from getting allowed, period.
Right.
These quarterbacks are sitting there too long.
Giving up 29 from the Giants is unacceptable. Ab, you had something to say?
I'm not solely focusing on Chase Young, but from what I did see, Chase Young, I think he's depending on his athletic ability way too much, like his bum rush, that he's going to be just bulldozer offensive lineman. I'm like, bro, like,
you can do that every time.
I've been saying this to you since last year, bro.
Yeah,
he needs to hand fight more. He needs to do those spins, do those DeMarcus Wares, like, you know what I'm saying, like those Von Miller shit, bro. Why are you sitting there trying to overpower these guys that are like 300 plus on you? Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I know you're a big dude, but you're no 3-something dude. You know what I'm saying? And you're not going to be able to disrespect everybody you come up with. So you're going to need to figure out what to do, what this guy is homing in on, what this guy has figured out about you, and dig deep down in your bag, bro, and pull something out, man. Because, like I said, I just don't think these guys are making these adjustments in order to figure out what these other teams are doing. And you know what the other teams are doing? These guys are making adjustments and figuring out what we are doing.
Right.
Yeah, they're watching our tape.
Right.
Like, you know, double coverage on Chase, you know, when they needed to, give him the other lineman to give him a bump when they needed to. There's plenty of times that Chase was about to get penetration, that other lineman came over and bumped him back, and he couldn't.
And then he'll stop. And then sometimes he'll stop. But, I mean, add to your point, technique. You know, the Reggie Whites, these big name defensive end, Richard Dents, some of these type of guys, Von Miller, like you were talking about, they have speed, they have power, but they have technique. You know, if they can get off the ball faster than you, or they can lead you upfield and then go up underneath and cut in. You know what I mean? They have different moves they have to make, and we have to get Chase Young out of that. Hey, rookie of the year, that's great. But he was rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year with 7 sacks. So let's not act like this is the most feared man in football. You know what I mean? We told what he said, I want Tom, and then
he's got to do his thing.
Right. Jonathan Allen is producing. Now he's got the 3 sacks, 3 total sacks. Chase Young, for all the hype and everything, you got to step up to the plate. You're not at Ohio State playing Purdue. You know what I mean? Playing, Maryland or Illinois, where you can just, like you said, bull rush the guy out the way, and he's scared of you from the snap. These are pro tackles that, hey, they've been watching tape on you and trying to figure out, okay, this is what he does. Okay, good. You know, if all we need to do, to your point, Anton, is chip him and he'll stop, okay, fine.
Yep.
You know what I mean? This is the NFL. This is
Oh,
the
they
NFL.
chipping him, bro. Oh,
Yeah, they are.
He's getting clipped like a mug, bro.
Right.
He was like 5 or
People
6
put
times he
hands.
got clipped.
They're really getting to him. So, we got to move on. Anton, I'm coming to you first. We've seen how the defense did, but this week, the first real start this year of Taylor Heinicke. Shout out to Will, who's watching the show. He said, I keep calling him Tyler. I'm sorry, Will. It is Taylor. Taylor Heinicke. 34 of 46, 336 yards, 2 TDs. I gotta shout you out. You did good, but Anton, like it, love it, or hate it. I mean, is this a good thing, or is this because he played the New York Football Giants?
Bro, I love it. Like, I'm all without a doubt behind him on getting those 2 TDs. You know, backing himself up into a corner, like, all right, I gotta get it. We gotta get this. You know, I gotta lead this team. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's trying to. I'll say this: he's pulling like a Kirk Cousins. Like, let me get my stats. Let me get my receivers the ball. Let me get everybody included in the game. Let me get my TDs. Get them all marching down the field, and he did exactly that. He marched them down the field when they needed to get them, when they need to get the first down, you know, through those short passes when he needed for a third down. He's working his magic and he's trying to build his confidence, and it's working. I'm proud of him for it, period.
Honestly, I'm gonna go next. I like it. He's a gamer. Will's been saying that for a while. He's definitely a gamer. There's certain things I don't love it, because there are certain things like we talked about that after, we have the drive where we're finally taking the lead, and then all of a sudden you're gonna throw this unnecessary interception. We don't need to do that. You know what I mean?
That's him being too much of a gunslinger.
Right. We don't need that type of thing. However, he is a gamer. He is, all right, I messed up. To your point in time, I messed up. All right, I got another play. I can live to see another day.
Yeah.
Let's go. And he did what he did. He definitely proved something. But the defenses are just going to get tougher. The competition is going to get stiffer. You still got to prove it. This is a what have you done for me lately league. So you still got to prove it. Hey, Ab, what do you think?
I hate it, man. This is all dummy numbers. Like, this is to get everybody hyped up and like we doing something big, bro. Like, nah, man. This is dummy numbers. And I like how you dropped off that one interception, Sean, to get all the like fake fans all hyped up like he actually did some shit. Like
he slipped up.
You know what I'm saying? I like how you did that, Sean. I see you.
It's all positive, all right?
Oh no, man. I don't like it one bit, man. I really don't. I disagree with Anton on this, though. I don't think this is a Kirk Cousins thing, because Kirk Cousins, that was out of necessity to keep us in the game. And give me a second before this game is like he kept us in the game and everything like that. But Kirk Cousins, I don't remember him having a running back. I really don't like. It was the end of Alfred Morris, time. End of Alfred Morris, Matt Jones, maybe.
Chris Thompson, but that wasn't a study. That wasn't a 25 carry a game running back.
Yeah, so to me,
he was an option running back.
Right, like, he was a scat back.
Like he had no other options. Kirk Cousins had no other options. Like, it was literally he had to pass the ball all game long in order to keep us in the game. This right here, Taylor Heinicke, he has my man Antonio Gibson. Like, there's no reason why more plays shouldn't have been, and like.
I do agree with that.
Like, it shouldn't have been like I said at the beginning of the show. There's no reason why Antonio Gibson only has 15 touches in the game. There's no reason for that. And honestly, you guys failed to allude that this man, majority of the time, they play the call that's given to them by the offensive coordinator. offensive coordinator says, hey, this is the play we calling. And then there's a guy on the side of the field next to the coach being like, hey, he said this play. Then they run the dude into the field or however they do it, or if the quarterback can hear him in this little microphone, and then he's like, this is the play we're calling. And then not often is he able to audible out of that. You know what I'm saying? So this to me is why this is purely on the coordinator. I'm not saying Taylor Heinicke didn't audible in out of plays or anything like that. I can't call it one way or another, but this is an offensive coordinator thing. Yeah. And I blame the offensive coordinator, Scott Turner, on why he did not give Antonio Gibson the ball more. Say hi, buddy. Yeah.
Do you think? Okay, let me ask you this, Abs. Do you think Gibson would have been better with 25 carries or 30? Like, do you think a difference whether he had gotten over 20 or gotten up to 30 carries?
I'm always like, to me, I like an over 20s. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, hold up. Anton, let's remember you're asking a running back. All right.
No. Legitimately, this is where like
give 50 carries. All right.
Why even have?
I mean, Ab would be like, let me get all 50 of them carries right now. Like,
no. I think a good number, like, so over, like, I think how they use Derrick Henry is abusive, bro. Like, this man is not going to have this. Like, this man
not going to have any knees.
This man is not going to have a career after 30, bro. I'm trying to tell you, he maybe 31, and that is it. He's going to be washed after that. And they abuse this man. So to me, 25 is like the number you should be looking to give your good better running back plays for. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And to me, there's like, why not throw like a running back pass somewhere here or there. Like, granted, they did throw that long one to McKissick and everything like that. And I bet you Gibson was like, that was my play, fool. Right. Like, come on, man. That was my play, man. So, like to me, I give the man 20, 25, like that's around that range. Honestly, maybe even 18. Like, I'm not saying it has to be 20 every game, but just come on, man. Like, this guy is performing well over 4.5 yards a carry.
Yeah. 4.8.
That's great. That's awesome, man. And we're underutilizing him.
Right.
You bumped your head, man. Like, this is crazy, man.
I really think that he needs to get to that 25 and over like mark of attempts. Like, he's not getting used enough. Yeah. We've been grinding and pounding on that offensive or on that defensive line. And Taylor was doing a great job marching it down the field. Like, you see that defense, that Giants defense was getting tired. They were getting real fucking tired. And he should have definitely had that ball in Antonio's hands a lot more.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. But look, so we have to. Wow. Yo, we moving on, man. We moving on. Hey, check this out. Yo, last but certainly not least, and like it, love it, hate it. And Anton, I'm gonna start with you. The kicker. Okay. If Tyler Heinicke isn't getting us all the way down the field, if Gibson's not getting the rock, we normally need to get field goals, and I can't depend on this man. Anton, what do you think?
He's like either lost his lottery ticket or something out in the parking lot because his good luck charm was not working at all. Like he just was. He'd have fired his job if Jerry Jones was our owner. Period.
Jerry Jones, yeah. It's not good, man. It's not good. What do you think, man?
I just think, honestly, I knew that would happen. I shit you not. Like, I thought we lost the game when he threw that interception. I thought we lost the game when Daniel Jones threw that like lob pass and oh boy missed it. Like Slayton missed it. I know we hating on Slayton, but he was spot on throughout the whole damn game, bro. So I don't know, like the boy was bad all game, but he had that one mess up right there. I thought and honestly, like I was just like I really thought we lost the game several times over, but this is like honestly when they were like Dustin Hopkins for the win, I'm like, oh shit. Oh shit. I knew it, man. I knew it. And then I wish y'all could have heard me, bro. I was mad. Like, you know,
I bet you almost broke your TV.
Bro,
that field goal.
Bro, I was so mad. And then, because you never see an offsides on a field goal,
right?
Like, come on, man! Like, that's so. Like, if this isn't, we didn't win this game. They lost the game.
Right.
If this was an example of this shit, then I don't know what is, bro. I don't know what is.
Like I'm still mad at the missed field goal. Like I'm still mad at it.
Yeah, I can't even be excited about the make.
But even though it won the game, you still can't be mad.
Can't.
You lost, like, honestly, like, he didn't gain no fans, even though he won that game. I know they were jumping and joying, you won.
Like,
everything like that, but do you have a job Monday, though?
Right,
like,
exactly.
That's the question.
That's what
like, you won the game, but do you got a job? Like, that's what I was, like, to me, I'm like, and the fact that he's still on a roster, boy, bro. Right. I really thought he lost. I really just, like, I'm trying to tell you, I really thought that's when he lost his job. I was like, there's one good thing that came from this. We get to get rid of Dustin Hopkins. We just get rid of him.
Right.
We'll see.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Look,
I still don't think last year, though. I still don't think last year.
Not with that performance. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. My first thought, because I watched, like I said, I was at the Orioles game, watching it kind of slyly on my phone. But as I watched it, and I was sitting here like, all right, here we go. And he missed it, and there was a guy that was next to me. Shout out to my guy Greg Chai, and he was sitting there next to me, and he just put his hand on my shoulder, and he was like, "I'm sorry, man." And I said, "You know what? I can't even be upset. I had no confidence in this guy." But now this is the thing. After that, to your point, Ab, we saw the flag, right? And then they gave a shot. And to your point, I don't think I've ever seen an offsides, especially not in the middle. You know, maybe on the edge, but not in the middle. That on the call on defense. That to me was like a Dan Snyder being like, "Hold up, we're in my stadium. Officials, I'm gonna need you to throw a bogus flag. Right I'm gonna need you to go.
It'd be like an illegal, like was it illegal motion or something like that?
No, it was straight.
No, I'm saying like it'd be like an illegal motion. That'd be like the only thing for them to lose that game. But no, it was offsides completely.
Dan Snyder made the call. He called down there and said, "Yo, don't forget who's paying y'all's check." All right?
Y'all don't think that was a legitimate offsides?
At first, you know what? When I first saw the penalty, I thought it was. You know how it's like if you jump over the center or something like that. I thought they had illegally touched.
That's
the
what
center.
I thought it was for illegally touching the center because his head was down.
Yeah, because when I saw the jump, I mean, I don't know. I think I've seen jumps before that didn't get called, so I didn't think that was.
But I mean, he wasn't over top of him until the ball was actually gone.
Right. But I don't know. What'd you think?
Like, to me, when he made like it looked like he almost tried to correct himself when
Yes.
he did that though. That right there shows he knew he did something wrong. That
Like it
shows
was really only his hands like coming up. He hadn't lunged forward at all.
that don't matter.
He was in the
It don't
neutral zone.
matter.
He was in that
I know.
neutral zone.
It don't, and to me, and honestly, this guy has played football all his life. Honestly, he's a great pro and everything like that. But this is the dumbest thing. Like honestly, like your head is this close to the football, literally. Like you're the last person to get offsides. So I expect
With
the
sweat in his
referee
eye
to
or
get.
something.
I expect the referee to get offsides before this defensive lineman does.
Right.
Look,
Right.
he had too much sweat
Right
in his
there.
eye. I'll just say
right
that.
there.
He had too much sweat and dirt in his eye. He just he blinked too long.
Long story short, we got the penalty. The man jumped, got the second kick. Dustin Hopkins got spared. Yeah, he got spared like the daggone front office for the Chicago Bears when the Bears somehow tripped and fell into the playoffs last year. You know what I mean? And so, but hey, like you said, I think my man is on a week-to-week contract. They said, all right, you got paid this week, but just because we didn't want to be 0-2. But you ain't gonna keep this mess up. I'm gonna tell you that right now. His days are definitely numbered. He's on the proverbial hot seat. So Dustin, get it together.
Don't we got a guy on the practice squad? Don't we got a kicker on the practice squad?
Yeah. We need to bring him up.
Yeah.
Let's go. Straight up. Yo, before we get out of here, we got to talk about the upcoming week 3, which will be on September 26th, my birthday, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. So I'm going to tell you, I am excited about this game. I'm excited to see if Taylor Heinicke can keep it up. I'm excited to see this defense that we've been talking about because, honestly, I feel like we play up and or down to our competition, and I'm hoping we play up to Buffalo. I'm hoping we play up to them and we give them a test and, hey, maybe even shock the world. But I'm going to tell you this. I'm not excited or worried or any of that. I've had birthdays. I'm going to think about 10 years ago, I had a birthday, and we played the Rams. And the Rams hadn't won a game all year. And on my birthday, they beat us.
Relaxed.
We were that terrible. I had a birthday where we played the Lions. The Lions hadn't won a game all year. And then they beat us. Listen, I'm not worried about it. The fact that we're playing football on Sunday, my birthday falls on that, I'm good. Honestly, my prediction right now, as I say 27-24, Washington pulls off the upset. And I'm saying that because I'm trying to sprinkle on a little birthday love. All right? That's it. I don't know how realistic it is, but I'm saying that's it. I'm coming to you, man. What do you think? Your face says it all.
30-14 Buffalo.
Oh, yeah, that's more realistic. Yeah, it's more realistic.
Yeah, man. I love my team all in all. I rep my team.
Real.
Yeah, but like for real. Come on, man. Like football gods are saying F your birthday. So like it's like literally like that's what they're doing to you, son. Like
You're winning on a channel, not in your birthday.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta think about it. Stephon Diggs, man. We haven't been able to get pressure on the quarterback all year. Year. And Josh Allen hasn't like lit up the field at all, like so much at all. So he hasn't been the ideal Josh Allen all year. So to me, I think this is where he gains his respect. Like he gains his respect back on this game, especially if we play the way that we've been playing. Defense, no barely any blitzes, no pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like less than 3 sacks. I'm calling it, man. Like we're not going to do well. We're not even going. And I'm trying to tell you, Heinicke's gonna get 2 interceptions, bro. He gonna have 2 interceptions because literally they're going to depend on this man way too much. This man, like, you don't do this to a player that's like starting to get his confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, you give him the plays that he's there, but he's gonna have to start airing it out in order to do it. And Buffalo, it's gonna fall right into Buffalo's hands.
Right.
It's not a good game for him. I don't see it being a good game for us.
Yeah.
30-14. Yeah.
30-14. Yo, shout out to my guy Jared Harmon. Said Bills 20-13. It could be believable. Anton, what do you think, man?
Look. I'm gonna agree to disagree with Abs over here. Cause I'm gonna agree that we're gonna get our asses waxed. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be real about my team. We gonna get our asses whacked, but I'm gonna disagree with that goddamn score because it's gonna be like 27-17. Like, that's how I feel, honestly.
Okay.
It's gonna be a spread, but it's gonna be a closer spread.
Okay.
Honestly, I think with the way our defense is playing right now, Buffalo is going to run us into the ground. Our secondary is just going to be tired by the end of the game with Josh Allen and his immaculate throwing. Taylor is going to sit there in that pocket too long and get sacked. I don't think he's going to throw interception. I think he's going to get sacked like 7-8 times. Like, he's going to get run over because they got a quick line, and he's not perceptive enough to get out of that pocket yet. So I think he's going to sit there in that pocket, either getting it off to Gibson or when he waits for his receivers to do that post route, and he's going to get sacked because he ain't getting rid of the damn ball. So I think we're going to probably have to take this Buffalo. If we really do lose, it's going to be a lesson of a loss, like something that they work from. All right, what do we work from this game? It's going to be elementary for them, but I think, if Del Rio can do his thing with his defense and pump it up with them, another few octaves, I think he can stop Allen stop him from looking down the field and trying to throw them long balls.
It's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting. And shout out to my guy, Jared. The key is Josh Allen's ability to extend the play. Yeah, and that comes with, if we got to get the blitzes. We got to put pressure on him. We got to sit here and stop the amount of time that he has.
Yep.
That RPO action, that's what killed us with Daniel Jones. That RPO, that read option. So we're gonna have to focus on that. And, hey, bend but don't break I'm done with that. We're gonna have to pick up. We're supposed to be elite, as they're calling us, elite defense. We're gonna have to show up. We're most certainly going to have to show up and show out. But, hey, we'll see what happens. Nonetheless, it is my birthday on that day, so I will plan to enjoy myself. Going to be visiting my parents, so at least I'll have good food if we don't get the W. Definitely. Yo, I am so excited. I got to shout out our guy, Will Kramer, who's been sitting here texting me back and forth talking about stop calling the man Tyler. His name is Taylor. All right. Will, I got you, buddy. I got you. South Carolina's eggplant, man, all day, man. Let's get it. Yo, I am so glad that we got an opportunity to be on here. Let me check and see what the score. So right now, for those of you that are watching the Thursday night game, the Carolina Panthers have a 7-6 lead over Tennessee or the Texans. Over the Texans. And
McCaffrey is running.
McCaffrey injures his hamstring.
Yeah, he's out for the game.
Oh, he's out for the game. Ooh.
And Houston's balling, bro. Houston just fumbled Darnold, and it's on their side of the field and at the end of the half.
It's what, 30?
Oh, man. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
How much time's left? We got what? Under
13 seconds.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Hey, real quick, we got my man Jared's asking, rate your secondary 1 through 10.
I would say at this moment right now, a 5.
I probably would go 6. I mean,
like they're just not acting together at this moment. That's all. Just give them more time.
yeah.
Honestly, I think they really need to be more on the field together. They're hard. They're I mean, they're pretty C plus on on the field right now, acting together. But you see how many plays like that play against the Giants, how that breakdown. It was communication.
Yeah.
All he had to do is look up and see London just going inside, and all he had to do was just keep his cover.
Right.
He didn't do that. Those are miscues that need to be ironed out.
Yeah, I'm with you. What do you think?
I honestly think we have a good secondary. I think it's our linebacking core that actually makes them look more horrible than they are.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just be honest, like with that, our linebackers are not there. Yeah. Honestly, before trade deadline, I honestly feel we might make a move for a linebacker. You know what I'm saying? Especially with us only having 4 or 5 linebackers.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Man. We don't have any world beaters, and Jamin Davis, I don't see, like, honestly, the first game he just wasn't even there. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that was your first game and you're a rookie and everything like that, but you're a first round pick, so do something.
Yeah.
So
let him grow, bro. He gonna get there.
I'm gonna just call it like it is. I really do feel our secondary is better than what is perceived. I know we've given up great big plays and everything like that, but I think that we are covering down on the below average linebackers. Yeah. So yeah. I give them 7, 8.
Okay. And Jared said a Reuben Foster reunion.
I called it, but
you did talk about
it. Want to say nothing about
you talked about it.
Y'all don't even want to say nothing about the stuff. I be like I be putting it into y'all, like in y'all faces.
I put your prediction video.
I said Jameis Winston, right? Jameis Winston. I talked about him.
What happened last week?
I mean, he didn't win, but you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be all that, but my man showed out that first game, though, right?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he got the 5 times.
I talked about him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be like, oh, you got this wrong. Shut up. What do I get right?
Yo, it's in the footage, ladies and gentlemen. If you got a question, my man, go back to the videotape. It's in there. He's been repping these people all year, all off season. Let's go. Ab, don't hurt him.
What do I get right? Y'all ain't saying what I'm getting right, though.
Let's go. Also got to shout out college football. Appalachian State is playing Marshall, the Thundering Herd. Appalachian State's up 21-20. I'm definitely going to be checking that one out after we get off here. Tune in tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen. We have Let's Talk College Football. Myself, Anthony Handy, trying to get another friend of ours, Katie Alverson, on there to talk a little college football and everything. Kind of want to mesh that with this type of stuff because as we get through the college football season, as Ab alluded to, our linebackers, we need help. We talked about that all off season about drafting the right guys. This is where we find out who we're looking at. I'm going to tell you right now, one of Anthony Handy's guys, he's a diehard Georgia Bulldog. He got that boy, that big boy Jordan Davis, number 99 from Georgia. We might need to take a look at him. He a big dude, and he runs pretty solid 40. So might need to take a look at him in the future. Hey, and my guy Sam Howell, baby, North Carolina. Let's get it. 2022, baby. Let's go. So, for me, your boy Sean Spencer, man, my guy over here, Mr. Where in the World is Tom Benton, Mr. Moral Support back with us, and my guy, the shirtless wonder, Ablo in the building. Yes, sir. Definitely got to shout out Nathan Snell. Appreciate you joining the show. Got to shout out Will Kramer. He'll definitely be back with us next week. I appreciate you. He was watching the show, but definitely got to do some family stuff. So, yo, tune in next week. We will be back with you. Washington versus Buffalo coming up. I'm excited. Hopefully we'll get the win. But in my reality mind, I agree with the both of you that we will not be getting that W. But nonetheless, we have the Atlanta Falcons next. So, I'm good. I'm good. So, yo, we gotta leave you guys. Yo, appreciate you guys watching us, and we will talk to you guys next time.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
We are back.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up.
Come on. The lion. The lion.